watching?
Always. Down, 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 down. The bass is hitting heavy, vibrating through the floor.
I'm gliding past the tables,
Keeping track of the score. Leather jacket on, shadows dancing in your wake.
got a certain kind of rhythm.
That I know you can't mistake. Leaning on the corner, you're looking right my way.
Setting up the scene like a midnight screenplay.
Got me locked in the moment, caught up in the design.
The way I move with confidence is crossing every line.
Slide a quarter in the slot, let the melody take hold. The temperature is spiking, we're about to overflow.
Got a target on your body and I'm putting on a show.
There's a spark inside the friction, it's a beautiful design.
Now we're leaning over edges.
We're about to cross the line. Standing by the jukebox, what do I see? Standing by the jukebox, my shades don't deceive me.
No lie,
A heavenly vision,
that's pulling me closer.
the guitar locks into the faster 5-6 figure.
The rhythm's locking in.
Moving perfectly in time. We're chasing down the melody. A reason and a rhyme.
You feel that bass line pumping, matching heartbeat to the beat.
We're motion in the making, generating heavy heat.
You twist and then you turn.
Catching every rising high. We're moving in a circle as the sparks begin to fly.
I'm riding on your wavelength.
You're sliding down the groove. We're burning up the floor with every heavy hitting move.
Temperature spiking.
We're about to overflow.
Got a target on the rhythm and you're putting on a show.
There's a spark inside the friction. It's a beautiful design.
Now we're leaning over edges.
We're about to cross the line.
Standing by the jukebox.
What do you see?
Standing by the jukebox. My shades don't deceive me. No
A
lie,
heavenly vision.
that's pulling me closer.
We chase the final echo, walking out into the night.
Leaving all the world behind us, bathed in neon
The
light.
city's quiet now, just the shadows on the wall.
No more barriers left between us, standing 10 feet tall.
This feeling keeps on rising, moving through the dark.
Following the energy, catching every spark.
Pushing through intensity, reaching for the height.
Giving everything we've got to the middle of the night.
Then the fever hits.
These people are lying. I'm going to catch them in a lie. A big lie.
We're about to overflow.
There's a spark inside.
You Christians,
And now we finally
cut the music. Cut the music off. Cut the music off. You Christians are full of fucking shit. Leave the Muslim alone with your foul doctrine of devil, man. I'm sick of you. You're disgusting. Lying to these people. I'm going to show everybody how they get caught. They're going to get caught now. So here at this podcast here, over at El Iso Elohim, you don't even know what Elohim means. You need to take that, you blasphemer, take that name down. You don't even know what it means. You're so disgusting. And this guy here, what's this guy's name? This Anthony Rogers. Anthony Rogers, you're a freaking liar, bro. Go back and crawl back underneath the rock you came out of and stop deceiving Muslims. I'm sick of it. You are foul, dirty, rotten Christians. Now, why do I say this, everyone? And I'm inviting Muslims. Muslims, come to my channel. God, for the love of Allah, come to my channel if you want proper guidance. Stop going to these fucking foul Christians' channel, man. They're bullshit. They're bullshitters. So I'm going to post my link here. And I'll be right back. Let me copy my link and post it so I can get If anyone wishes to join, be right back. All right, so we're going to now address what this guy's saying. So there's this Muslim on this channel. He's asking questions, and this Christian is completely lying to him, talking about Surah 28, trying to conflate what is actually written because they themselves don't even know the proper interpretation of what the Injil states or what the Torah states. That's a fact. Let's listen. Watch. Check this out.
I am thy Lord, therefore in my presence.
Let's see. Let's go back here. Rewind it a little bit. We'll crank up the volume so you can hear what this foul, ignorant teacher is saying.
First, speak of Allah speaking to Moses.
So-
I don't remember the name, chapter name.
No,
Verse
28.
it's not the chapter.
So they're trying to say, does Allah speak to Moses? They're trying to conflate the understanding. They're trying to make a false claim that Jesus is God, when in fact Jesus is the Son of God. But as the Son of Man, he's just a vessel of flesh. He's not the Spirit Son of God. Fact. He's not the Spirit Son of God. The Son of God's Spirit rests upon him. It clearly tells you that in the baptism of the Christ, the HaKodesh descended upon him as a dove, and another voice. This right here seals the Christian's fate, Muslim. Another voice out of heaven says, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Hear him." So Jesus cannot be the Father speaking. And can the Father speak and no one be around? Yes. Can the voice of God be heard and God himself not have a physical entity present? Yes. Because here it is happening. Jesus is in the River Jordan. The Son of God has descended upon the vessel, and a voice from the Father is heard. "This is my beloved Son." Shut up, Christian. The baptism of Christ proves that there is two entities in the spirit realm present: the voice of the Father and the Son himself descending down. And the Father claiming that that very Spirit that came down is his Son. The Son is not the Father, for the Son speaks through the vessel. The Father is greater than I. I go back to the Father. I do nothing of myself. What I see and hear my Father do, I do. I'll say it to you in this manner. The Father speaks, the Son hears, and the servant vessel obeys. Father speaks, Son hears, servant vessel obeys. Or the prophet Jesus obeys the Son who hears the Father. Shut up, Christian, and your foul doctrine. Quit lying to Muslims. I'm sick of you. Now watch this. Check this out.
Studying, student.
So wait a minute. You were just asking me all that bit about memorization, and you don't know that the Quran says Allah spoke to Moses from the
Allah
bush.
spoke to Moses, but he was not present at that place.
Okay, so you know what surahs speak of Allah speaking to Moses?
I don't remember the name, chapter name.
No,
But I-
28,
it's not the chapter.
20,
It's the
27.
chapters. Surah 19, Surah 20, Surah 27, and Surah 28. All
Okay.
4 chapters recount the incidents where Allah spoke to Moses. And
Yes.
very clearly say that Allah spoke to Moses from the right side of the mountain.
And during Jesus' baptism, Allah spoke and the crowd heard a voice. Do I need to go to the damn scripture verse to prove it? So you see how the Christian is trying to twist things, Muslim. Don't let the Christian twist the Torah or the Injil. I'll guide you in it. That's my job. That's who I am. Trust me. So here, we're going to go to the passage. And this right here shuts down this illogical man making a false claim. And a voice spoke from heaven, "This is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. Hear him," when Jesus is baptized. We're going to go to this, Matthew chapter 3, verse 17. So everybody, get your books. Matthew chapter 3, verse 17. Matthew 3, verse 17. This proves Jesus himself, the vessel of flesh, is not God. This proves that a spirit known as HaKodesh, the Son of God, comes down Matthew 3, we'll get context, verse 16. And Jesus, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw, no one else saw this. He, Jesus. Now, how did the man write Matthew? Because Jesus must have told the disciples what he saw. So the man writing according to what Matthew taught, this scribe is telling us Jesus saw, not anyone else, only Jesus saw the spirit of, and when you tap on this word, God, that they have so stupidly translated, you'll get the Greek word theos, which is another generic word. And the real, in the Aramaic language, the real word that appears here, even in the Peshitta, is Yehovah Elohim. That's the Son of God. Yehovah Elohim, or Adonai Elohim. So it says, he saw the spirit of Adonai Elohim, Yehovah Elohim, or in the English it should be written, and he saw the spirit of the Son of God descending like a dove and lighting upon him. Why do I say that it is the Spirit Son of God for a fact, ladies and gentlemen? Because when he asked Peter, Peter, who do you say that I am? This vessel of Jesus, Yeshua, Isa, who do you say that I am? And Peter answered, thou art Yehovah Elohim, the Son of God. Fact, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know what the Spirit was that came upon him. You Christians are ignorant of this. Shut up. I don't want to hear your blasphemous tongue anymore, teaching Muslims lies from your doctrine of devil. Then, after it lighting upon him, verse 17, and lo, a voice from heaven. It doesn't say a voice from Jesus, because we know the Son of God has now come upon him. So it doesn't say the Son of Jesus is speaking. It says, lo, a voice from heaven saying, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. The Father speaking about his Son, which had descended onto a vessel of flesh. Flesh is not God. So now we're going to dive into this little bullshit story that this man's going to tell about the Quran, which he doesn't even understand this, and he claims he's a Christian. He doesn't know this. He claims he's a Christian, and he's going to try to teach a Muslim about the Quran. You don't even know your own fucking book, buddy. Check this out.
So let me pull them up real quick. So here's what it says in Surah 19.
Feel free to screen share. That way we can
okay.
see.
So this is actually an article I wrote a long time ago on answering Islam.
Can you tell me the verse number?
You can see them right there. I'm trying to hold on.
Your article is fucked then.
Make this bigger. I guess I don't know how to do that.
Anthony
on this
Rogers,
browser.
you
But
liar.
there you go. Okay,
Satan.
so you'll see right there, Surah 19, verses 50 through 53, Surah 20, verses 9 through 36, Surah 27, verses 7 through 14, Surah 28, verses 29 through 31. So some of these surahs are longer than others. Some have
Real quick.
details that the others don't. What were you going to say, Al?
If you make your browser screen more narrow, like if you make the window more narrow, then it'll actually make the text bigger. That might not make sense, but that is how StreamYard works, because it'll size it accordingly to the size of the
Actually,
window.
I just figured out
That also works, yeah.
I was doing it wrong. Okay, so
You're teaching
the
wrong
reason I
too.
have this, just as an aside, is I was responding to a Muslim who was complaining about the synoptic gospels containing versions of certain stories that aren't in every way exactly the same. So I'm pointing out that the Quran too repeats stories, and if we lay them side by side, we can do the same thing that Muslims sometimes do when it comes to the Bible, except I think with much greater force to it. But in any case, if you look at
Which verse talk about the right side of the mountain?
okay, so first of all, the first one I'll read the first one.
I'll tell you, these people are so fucking slow. First of all, their brain, they must be on something, because their brains work so slow. Get to your fucking point.
So this is Surah 19. It says, mention in the book the story of Moses, for he was specially chosen. He was an apostle and a prophet, and we called him from the right side of Mount Sinai and made him draw near to us for mystic converse. So notice the call from Allah comes to Moses from the right side of Mount Sinai, and Moses is made to draw near to us for mystic converse, for direct personal conversation.
Yes. Us, Father and Son. If there is a vessel that's present, it's going to also be in the likeness and image of like Melchizedek and Yeshua. Fact. But Melchizedek is not God. He's a priest to God. He's not God. He's a priest to God. King David tells of Yeshua, in the order of Melchizedek, I swear I will not repent, a priest forever. Yeshua as well is not a priest forever. Priest is not God. Do you understand what I just said, everyone? I'm showing you the facts, evidence. Melchizedek, is the Son's spirit in Melchizedek? Yes. Is Melchizedek a vessel of flesh? Yes. Is Melchizedek a priest to the Most High God? Yes. Is Melchizedek God? No. The Father speaks, the Son hears, and the vessel obeys. It's that simple. Yeshua. Did a spirit descend down and rest upon the vessel of Isa? Yes. According to King David, is Isa going to be a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek? Yes. Is Isa God? No. Do you see how you can easily destroy Christian theology? It's that simple. That simple. Shut up and get out of here, you retarded fuck. I'm going to block this guy. I'm so sick of these fucking morons from DZ and that fucking, all those faggots over there, those homosexuals. Sick of them coming to my fucking channel. See what they write? Bunch of fucking dumbass fucks. We're going to block the motherfucker out of here. Go back to where you fucking came from. Go back to your own fucking retard motherfuckers who got no wisdom. Go back to them. Don't come to my channel anymore, because I'll find out where the fuck you live. Fucking pathetic, man. So, here's the doctrine that they teach, a doctrine of devils. When clearly, I give you the evidence. I give you evidence. Scripture. What evidence do they have that they claiming these radical ideologies? None. None. They have zero evidence for their claims. I give you scripture evidence. I follow the word of God. I don't follow teachings of men. Fucking men are liars, bullshitters, clowns that come to my channel that want to ad hominem me in my fucking comment section like a bunch of pathetics that they are. Take your homosexual ass back to where the homosexuals are. This is a place for heterosexuals who follow God. It's not a place for people that like to sin. Get out of here, you disgusting people. So now we're going to dive into what he's going to try to teach this man and how he's going to lie and manipulate scripture.
Now, here's Surah 20. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says that Moses saw the fire. And then it says, when he came to the fire, a voice was heard, O Moses, verily, I am thy Lord. Therefore, in my presence, put off thy shoes. Thou art in the sacred valley Tawah. I have chosen thee. Listen then to the inspiration. Verily, I am Allah. There's no God but I, so serve thou me, and so forth. So once again, Allah is speaking to Moses from the right side of the mountain, from within the bush. Now listen to Surah 27 recounted. It says, when he came to the fire, a voice was heard, and literally it says, blessed is he who is in the fire. I don't know why I use this translation, because this is actually a translation of a Muslim who's trying to avoid the problem. But it says, blessed is he who is in the fire, and those around it, and glory to God, the Lord of the world. O Moses, verily, I am God, the exalted in might, the wise. Now do thou throw thy rod. Okay. Now,
blessed is he who is in the fire. You mean the one that's the fire, seraph? So if we use the Hebrew word instead of your English translation of fire, in the understanding of what God is, seraphim, seven spirits. So blessed is he who is in the seven spirits. Well, the seven spirits rested upon someone who's the only one that did, get this, was the Son of God. And who did the Son of God rest in? A vessel of flesh. The vessel of flesh still is not God. And a spirit, it has no entity to itself as it's an image. The image that we're made in is what the Son created for his self to dwell. That's the image and likeness of God. Let us create man in our image and after our likeness, male and female. The Father has no image. The Mayim has no image. The Father has no image. The Mother has no image. The Son has no image, but he created an image that he can dwell in, and the Father rests in that Sabbath. Therefore, all that Mayim and Father rests in the seraphim, the fire, and blessed is the one that stands in the fire, and see, he likes to skip over this, and those around the fire, like Moses. Moses is also blessed. Jackass, did you fail to see that understanding? Or are you trying to make it as if the one inside the fire is the only one that's being considered as blessed and holy? No. Read the surah again. I'll repeat it here.
Was around it, and glory to God, the Lord of the world. Oh, Moses.
What's it say?
And literally it says, blessed is he who is in the fire. I don't know why I use this translation, because this is actually a translation of a Muslim who's trying to avoid the problem. But it says, blessed is he who is in the fire and those around it, and glory to God, the Lord of the world.
And those also around it. So blessed is the vessel of flesh, the high priest that's in this seraphim presence. And also blessed is Moses and any who are around it as well. Jackass, you shot yourself in the foot. See, this is why you didn't want to bring up that verse, right? Is that why? You realized what you were about to read? And you're going to try to lie to this Muslim? The fuck out of here, you lazy Christian. You're a lazy Christian.
O Moses, verily, I am God, the exalted in might, the wise. Now do thou throw thy rod. Okay, now,
I am God? Well, God? What God? Which G-O-D in the English? What the fuck's it mean? You see, everyone, how so important it is to know the distinguishing when Moses wrote Elohim, Yehovah Elohim, or Adonai Elohim, or Yahweh, is so critical not to blaspheme and take the Lord thy God's name in vain. Because when you start trying to translate and you only write Allah, you lose the proper meaning. When you only write God, you lose the proper meaning. When you only write Theos, you lose the fucking meaning. And this is what the fucking scholars did. I spit on all of you scholars because you were lazy in your academic work. Lazy. You disgust me. So here, verily, I am Yehovah Elohim. There is no Elohim but I. Or we say it in a more proper way to have the understanding. I am Yehovah Elohim. There is no Yahweh but I. Meaning, I am that I am. There is no other vessel of flesh that has the Son of God and the Father in it. I am Yahweh. There is no other. If a man comes along and claims, I'm the Son of God and the Father is in me, worship me, worship me. You see, it's a lie. That's a lie. There's only one begotten, and only one vessel of flesh that receives the Son and the Father as Yahweh, so that you and I can see the image and likeness that we come from. The image is not God.
the last surah, Surah 28, it says, when he came to the fire, A voice was heard from the right bank of the valley, from a tree, notice, from a tree in hallowed ground. O Moses, verily, I am Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Now do thou throw thy rod. So here you have 4 accounts of Allah speaking to Moses from a tree, from the right side of the mountain, and Moses is made to draw near.
And there again, Allah. What is Allah? The God? You want to translate it in English? The God? What's the God? You fucked it up again. All of you. I don't give a fuck what name of you come in of your fucking religion. You all took the name of God in vain. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And now you're sitting around there creating doctrines of devils, all because these scribes and academic personalities created some bullshit for you to follow. Jehovah Elohim is speaking because he's present. The Father speaks, the Son hears, the vessel obeys, and speaks that which the Son hears the Father saying. Sometimes the Father doesn't even need to have any vessel present to speak and be heard.
To him for mystic converts. Do you now still hold the belief that Allah cannot enter into his creation? It would be beneath his majesty to do so.
Anthony, with all due respect,
The Father enters into his creation because the Father is life itself. So all things that have life in it are of God, dumbass. Does that mean I'm God now? Because I have life and God is life. I have life. Am I God? You see the illogical stupidity of the Christian? That's illogical. The Father is present in all life. It doesn't mean that that life is God. That has vessels of flesh. Nay. So you see how he's trying to lead the Muslim in a wrong lie, a lie. It's a flat out lie. Now let's continue. Watch, I'll show you more. He really gets bullshit. I catch him in so much shit. I'm sitting there typing, calling this man out as a fucking liar. I told Muslims to come to my channel and join if you really want to know the fucking truth. Quit fucking going around these fucking lying Christians and Jews and all these other dirt bags. They're false. I'm showing you evidence. I give you scripture verse evidence to prove the logic and reasoning of what is truth. This is illogical. And they took God's name in vain. They don't have it proper. All right, let's continue.
but the verses you have showed just on the screen all speaks about the voice heard from the tree behind the mountain. If you go through it again.
It says, it says, blessed is he who is in the fire. And then he speaks to Moses from the right side of the mountain. The verse of special mention is Surah 28. Moses sees the fire. He goes over, says, when he came to the fire, a voice was heard from the right bank of the valley.
So you see how the Christian is leading the Muslim wrong, because the Christian doesn't even understand his own book, let alone trying now to comprehend the Quran. And the Muslim himself doesn't understand it, because now he doesn't understand that a presence of a high priest is in the fire and behind the tree and on the side of the mountain. The high priest is not God, but inside the high priest that's calling out to him is the Son of God, who's doing the work of his Father, calling out to Moses. Father says, call out to Moses. The Son tells the vessel, call out to Moses. The vessel calls out to Moses. The vessel submits to its creator. Who's its creator? The Son of God, through whom all things are made. He came to show us the one true God, which is his Father, in whom he himself, the Son, the Spirit, obeys and follows. You see how simple this is, people? This guy is now trying to teach the guy that God, the Father, is somehow present because a flesh vessel is God. It's not even what the Quran says. The Quran says it correctly. These people are deaf, dumb, and blind. They don't see it proper.
Free and hollowed ground. Moses, he says, I am Allah, the Lord of the worlds, throw your rod, and so forth. So
I am the Lord of the worlds. I am Allah. Allah. Again, there. Now we just take the English. I am God. I am the God. Lord of the worlds. See, this is what I find so funny and stupid when it comes to linguistics. If you're going to translate the Quran into English, why do you stay saying the word Allah? Say what Allah means. God. The God. So why do you keep saying Allah in the translation? Same way, when they translated from the Aramaic, the Hebrew, into your English, why are they changing Elohim, Adonai Elohim, Yehovah Elohim, Yahweh? Why are they changing these into either God or Lord God? Why? Now you stripped away the meaning. You've lost the interpretation. You don't know who's doing what now. You just have G-O-D, 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 Allah, Allah, Allah. What the fuck? You've lost it. You took God's name in vain, you motherfuckers. Shame on you. They all broke the command. That's why they're all sinners. You all broke the command. You don't know the true name of God. You broke the commands. You're all corrupted now. Do you understand that? Your whole religious system is corrupted now. It doesn't matter what fucking name you call yourself. You're a sinner in corrupted doctrine. Fact.
Allah is speaking to Moses from the fire, from the right side of the mountain. Now, if you want to...
Who's speaking? Because according to the Injil, when Jesus is getting baptized, Jesus, if you say Jesus is God, well, Jesus is there standing in the water. Spirit, Son of God, descends upon him. All of a sudden, there's another voice saying, this is my beloved Son. Well, who the fuck is this voice? If it's not the Father. So is Jesus the Father? Heck no. Is the Son the Father? Heck no. Is Jesus the flesh, the Spirit Son? Heck no. Because on the cross, it tells you Jesus died and the Spirit was given up. And it appeared to the Jews that they had killed the Son of God. But nay, a vessel of flesh was in its place. Assholes. And that's what the Quran really means when it says something else was in its place. Because you can't kill a spirit. That's why it states in the manner that it appeared as if they had killed the Son of God. Another took his place. Jesus died. Yes. But the Son of God, just as he came down, John 3:13, just as he came down, he went back up, motherfuckers. Fuck out of here with your dirty doctrine of devil. I challenge these fucking academic scholars. I challenge these motherfuckers, man, to a debate. I want it publicly on the fucking news. I want to debate these motherfuckers live for the whole country, globally, to watch me spit on their logic and reasoning. Fucking morons. Watch. Now you understand what I just said? Who's speaking in Jesus' baptism? If Jesus is God, then who the fuck one is speaking? Saying that this is my beloved Son. Uh-oh, we got a conundrum, ladies and gentlemen. We have a conundrum. And right after that verse, you go to the next chapter, there it's the devil tempting the Son of Man asking the Son of Man, if you really are who you claim, the Son of God, then do this or do that. See how he's tempting the Son of Man? And the Son of God is spitting back what is written in the Word about the truth. And then the devil leaves, and prophets come to minister. Not angels, not flying winged beings. No, the prophets come. Because that's what the word malach means. A human being. Prophet comes, ministers to him. Check this out.
Say that Allah's not present, and we just pretend the Quran is not clear. Allah doesn't speak very clearly. Are you saying that Allah's speech was present, but Allah himself wasn't?
The principle is whatever mentioned.
Just answer the question.
No. Regarding Allah, we don't speak from our own opinions. So we have to be very strict. So what I can say on this, as Quran mentioned that Allah spoke, so we literally utter exact words and we stop.
So Allah's speech was present. Moses heard it, but Allah himself was not.
Yeah.
Okay. So
well, no. The Father, if he's speaking, what's present is, yes, the speech. But look in the same manner as the Injil during his baptism. Can you see the Father? Or do you just hear his voice? Stupid Christian. You see how they're trying to manipulate things? They're trying to force, Jesus is God. They're trying to force flesh being equal to God. They're trying to make a creature the creator. Blasphemy 101, ladies and gentlemen. To make the creature the creator is blasphemy 101. The first commandment you break and violate. Just like you break and violate, thou shalt not take the Lord thy God's name in vain. You did that as well. That's why you're so fucking corrupt in all your fucking religions. I have the truth. I am the truth in the sense that the spirit of truth is what I am. It's been prophesied. The Son of God, through the Son of Man, prophesied already about me. That when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he'll reveal all these things to you. He'll take from what is mine, which I do. I take from what belongs to the Son, and I'm showing it to you. I'm clarifying the Scripture. I'm telling you the proper names of God to get them clear and understanding, so you will not be an illogical fucking creature of the Creator.
Allah's speech eternal.
Yes.
Okay. So there's an eternal speech that...
Yes, Allah's speech is eternal because the word of God is eternal. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will remain forever. Who's the word? The word is his Son. But the Son is not the Father. If the Father is speaking the word was with God. The word was God until it left God, and it's now his Son. And all power and authority are given to it. Can you comprehend that? Oh, we have people here. Shalom, salam. Joseph. Yeah, bro. Everyone praising Vishnu. I don't get stoned. I don't do drugs. Quit mocking. Quit trying to say things so fucked up, you moron. You're fucking here. Look how the moron says, no one's here. Who are you speaking with? Yeah, he's the one fucking in my comment section speaking to me. Shows you how much of a fucking moron you are. Can't even spell Muhammad right. What a fucking loser. You're so fucking stupid. All they have, this is their little mocker. All these other fuckers got to mock because they can't defeat me in a debate. I shut them the fuck down. all the atheists, I shut them down. All religious people in any of their religions, I shut them all fucking down. And they hate me. That's what it says about me, the Spirit of Truth. The world cannot accept him. Do I want you to accept me? I don't give a fuck whether you accept me or not. It's already been written that you don't, asshole. You're not a friend of mine. I don't have friends on YouTube. The fuck you talking about? You don't know me from Adam. Never met me, never walked down the street with me, never paid my bills, never went out to eat with me. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking moron. You don't love, how can you love somebody that you never known? Idiot. See how these people are so fake? They're so flattered, full of flattering tongues. They think that someone such as I am going to fall for their bullshit. Really? Get the fuck out of here. Go learn. Go get educated. So here you see how he's trying to force an ideology, twist things up, and confuse things. There's my fucking link. Join the stage. Quit writing like a retard in the comment section when I'm fucking live and I put a fucking link in the stage. Do I remember you? Don't you remember? I don't remember shit, nor do I give a fuck about you. You think I give a fuck about YouTube? These people are so in. This is where they live because they live in YouTube. They live in YouTube. So this is what they do. Keep writing shit in the stupid comment. I'll ban you as well. This is an educational channel, not a channel for fucking morons like you. All you can do is ad hominem. Join my fucking stage if you want to debate. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here. This is the debate channel. A channel with critical thinking minds come on stage to discuss things. Not have stupid shit right here. Fucking idiot. Let's continue. Ignore this guy. I don't drink beer. And now look, he's talking gay. What's so fucking gay? This guy's so gay, man. Such a homosexual you are. I'm not gonna deal with him writing stupid, foul, dirty comments. We'll just block him, get rid of him. That's all. Fucking jerk off. I hate people like this. Block you. Adios. Let's reload these. Gonna reload so then I can actually block these assholes completely out of here so they can't comment no more. Get so tired of listening to people who are so stupid, man. Christopher, you're not blocked. Your comments do come up. So here he's twisting stuff up, right? This guy here is twisting the doctrine to fit his own fucking frame, right? He's trying to make God in his own way rather than God telling him who he is. God tells us who he is. I don't need to hear you explain God to me because you're not explaining God right. He already told us who he is.
Is present with Moses. Allah himself is not. Is Allah one in your theology?
Yes.
So is his speech identical to him or distinguishable from him?
Can you, elaborate?
Well, I'm trying to make sense out of the fact that Allah somehow somewhere else and his eternal speech is over there on the right side of the mountain with Moses.
No, Moses was...
Okay, well, Jesus is in the river Jordan, Son of God, descends upon him, and a voice is heard. And so what's your point? This guy is speaking illogical again. The Father has no image. You can't see the Father. Father's not a man. It's in their own doctrine. Yet, you see what they're doing? How they're twisting this up?
Hearing the voice of Allah from the right side of the mountain. So it is Allah who spoke to the Moses, which suits His Majesty. We are not sure about its reality or how it is done.
It
But
says,
we believe in it.
it says, when he came to the fire, a voice was heard. Blessed are those in the fire and those around. So this is the speech of Allah. It's present to the hearing of Moses, but you said Allah isn't.
Yes.
So my question is there a bifurcation?
Again, if you don't know Allah, what are you talking about? Are you saying, is the Father? Can I see the Father? No, I hear his voice. But it might not even be the Father speaking in this context, because it literally says that there's one in the fire, meaning seraphim. There's one in the seven, who's doing the speaking. So in my understanding, that's the Son that's in a vessel that's speaking to Moses, not even the Father. Idiot. What an idiot. It's the same way when the Son of God appears unto Abraham in the plains of Mamre. It's not the Father is not appearing to Abraham. The Son is, because there's a vessel of flesh. It literally says it. Molochs, 3 of them. 3 Molochs. 3 human beings are present. Not winged beings flying around. No, 3 human beings come, present. One of those is the only one who's come down from heaven. The other 2 are just average, everyday human being men. John 3:13. That one there is the Son of God, Son of Man. The other 2 are sons of man, which are considered as prophets that are alongside with him. It's that simple, everyone. It's that simple.
Between Allah and his attribute of speech, meaning there's some kind of cleavage, like Allah is, I guess, above the 7 heavens, and his speech is somehow...
Enough. I just proved it with the baptism, that the Father can be separate from the Son. Yes, most definitely, because the Father himself is telling you, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. End of story. Anthony, you just lied to Muslims. How dare you? How dare you lie to Muslims? Now let's go here and let's fix this little jerk off here. Give him a fix. And yes, there we go. And we'll do this guy as well. Yes, there. Like I say, I don't need these weirdos coming to my channel, actually not wanting to learn, just to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that. That's their gay lifestyle. They want to be gay. Let them go back gay. They want to be a bunch of gossipy little girls in comment. Let them act like gossiping little girls. Someone else. Don't come to my comment section and act like that. I'm in strict mode. This is strict mode here. Moderating is strict mode, and I'm the moderator. Give a fuck about followers and following the leader. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I teach the truth. And people can watch my videos if they choose to get that truth. I don't want you to follow me. I don't care for all that likes and loves and any of your comments. I don't need your comments. If you want to speak to me as a human being with decency and respect, I will do the same back with you. But trust me, do you think I need it in an app? An app? Who need that kind of shit from an app? I have a real life. I live in the world where I can walk outside and actually speak to real human beings. I don't live in a fantasy. Fucking dumb shit, man. This is what's wrong. You know, like back in the day, I'll give you an example of something. Back in the 80s, this is a great difference between children today and the children who grew up in the 80s. Get this. This is psychologically valuable to understand. And this is so detrimental to society that we need to change it. Otherwise, yeah, those that are coming in birth now are going to be so fucked up, man. So fucked up. So in the 80s, we had video games. These video games were arcades where you as a child would go to the arcade with your friends and you would actually socialize and have interactions. Even though you were playing a game, you would have interactions at least with each other. Now, fast forward to today. There's no really interaction, social interaction. Sure, you got a microphone and you can talk to somebody around the world, but that's not a physical interaction. You couldn't call that socializing. Because you still can get mad, then cuss the person out. Throw your headset down and throw your game or get mad or whatever. Cheat, whatever. You know, if you try to cheat in a social gathering of people, they may beat you up. They may call you out as a cheater and then maybe beat you up. Now, people that are hidden in their homes behind computer screens, they got no social skills. They don't understand the consequences of their own speech. That's why I say if civil war were to ever happen in America, the people that are like me, that have this understanding of how they lack skills like this, it'd be fucking done for them if you had a civil war. They would not know what it would be like to interact physically with somebody. You could be a little pipsqueak on the internet and start cussing out and yelling at a tough man and get away with it. And then think that you're cool in your own mind. You see how they're living in a fantasy? If you were really at a social gathering and you tried to do that shit, that wouldn't fly. You see how detrimental this is for an understanding in our social construct we have today? How we have created and molded now children and what they've become as grown up. Look at these grown-ass men these are grown-ass men coming here. Do you see how they act? Very immature, illogical fuck-ups. These people claim they're highly educated. You see what they're like? Fuck out of here, man. So anyway, I just had to make this video for the Muslim to understand. Don't fall for that bullshit at all. And I just gave you the evidence and the proof, as well as I corrected the Quran at the same time. So now you have the understanding of what the Quran means. Yeah, there's somebody at that fire pit. And that's a high priest. And the one that's in him is the Son of God, which is a spirit. He has a father. He came so that we may know the one true God, which is our Father. That's why he gave us the prayer, our Father. So when you become as he is, you can also call his God that created the only begotten, our Father as well. But just know that our Creator, through the light, all things were made. The Son, the Lord, our God, is our Creator, and He is one with His Father. But a creature, something created from the light, it's not God. A vessel of flesh, it's not God. God can breathe life again into a vessel of flesh that was killed. God can do that. That's God. Jesus did not give his own self life. Jesus laid down his life. The Son lifts it up. The Son, who creates the vessel of flesh, gives the flesh power to lay down the life and to take it up. But it's the Son that is doing the taking, the giving of himself, of the flesh, and the lifting back up again. So you better understand that critically as well. So when you read that text properly, understand who's the one with the power to do that for a vessel of flesh. Flesh itself is not where the power lies. The Gabor El always is with the Son of God, a spirit. 7. So I think we have enough there. We don't need to show anymore. That L is so fucking retarded. I don't get why they're so fucking retarded. L, let me go here. So Christopher, you're trying to say that your comments are not showing up, but I see your comments are showing up right here. And you had another one that was Craven showing up. So, I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. I really don't. I'm seeing the comments here live on my live stream. That's just plain and simple fact. So I don't understand what you're talking about. So let's do this real quick. I want to hold this up. Turn this like this so it's not a glare. Try to get a better view of these comments here. So you can see, there's your comments. Now we have this Joshua Schwab Mangold. Let's see what he says. I can't read it, but we will. Here, we can read it now once I flip this around. It catches up. Visitor species infestation coexisting. Now Christopher's writing something and now it's in my way. I can't see it. Your peace be with you. I don't know about that one. I don't know why it would have got blocked. If it's blocked, I have no idea why. Why would it be blocked? Coexisting interspecies, Ukraine, liberals, Cube. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. No such fucking thing as aliens to begin with, so. This guy up here, you look at this guy, he's saying, bro, we kissed that. Look at all how faggot and homosexual. I'm not a homosexual, bro. I'm not gay, and I don't know anybody named Maria. That's a fact. So this guy right here is just lying. Like, he's from that homosexuals channel. Remember, I put that homosexual in his fucking place. That one with his little purple dildo. So now the fags are going to come here and say stupid shit. Ad hominem, all this other shit. I don't care for your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is an abomination to God. That's an abomination to God. I don't hang out with homosexuals. I don't care what you do. In my eyes, you are an abomination to God. Fact. They can say all the fucking shit they want. It just shows how ignorant they all are. I don't see anybody else. If anybody wants to join, my link is there to join. But so here we have it. I caught this guy lying. 2 Muslims teaching them their doctrine of devil, which is just insane. Yeah, Usman, you're more than happy to come up. Yeah, that's why my link's there. It's just that my main account that I leave the house with, and this is my account that stay on my tablet. That's all, no big deal. I'll fix it. Okay. Well, no, I'd have to check to see, but I would never block you. I knew your other account. All right, who do we have coming up here? Usmani. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Peace be with you.
Waalaikumsalam. Can you? I'm gonna hold it like this. So
That's
you can
fine.
see me.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure where I'm going right now, but I thought I'll come up and, just talk in general.
Yeah. Did you just get off work?
Yeah, I just got off work.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. It went by pretty fast. When the store was like empty today, I got a lot of stuff done, and it made the time go by faster instead of dragging.
That's good. You don't know where you're headed to. You're just driving.
No, I'm thinking about where to go to eat.
You're going out to eat again.
I haven't eaten all day. I just had one lunch, and now I'm about to eat some dinner. So I was like, let me go somewhere.
We got
food that I made.
We got this new place that opened up in my town. I got a big pamphlet from them. I was going to show you about it. I'm not sure what it is. It's it might be a coffee shop or something that they have all sorts of kind of different iced coffees and stuff. So, but I got this.
Is it that cold brew with numbers on it? Like I've been seeing a lot of those pop up everywhere.
Yeah. It's 73 or something or 7.
Yeah. I saw a whole bunch in my state. They're popping up everywhere.
These things, 7 brew, these things.
Yeah. 73 cold brew or something.
Yeah. We got some free. Look, we got a lot of free. So they sent me a lot of coupons.
Awesome. That's cool.
Looks like they got. It looks like they got teas, and they even have chai and matcha.
Oh crap! That's awesome.
You see right here? It says right here on it, tea, chai, and matcha. See that?
Do they have boba as well?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at it.
Yeah, those matcha drinks are really good, and then the chais are like masala tea. So I don't know how theirs is like. It's usually very Americanized or British, but sometimes it can be good.
Looks like it's called bruschetta chai latte.
Oh, so that's definitely a New York style, probably.
And a milk matcha latte. I don't really drink that. I don't really go out and drink that stuff, but
I know. I haven't been going lately. I'm tired of paying like $7 to $10 for something that doesn't even probably cost $2 or $3.
Yeah, it's crazy anymore. Price is going up, and it's all ignorant. That's what I'm saying. It's controlled by a bunch of ignorant people.
Yeah, it's very ignorant. Like they don't use any intelligence. They just want to, bully someone into paying for their brand. That's it. That's how their pricing model is now.
Well, it's the same thing as chickpeas. You know what chickpeas are, don't you?
Right, yeah, chickpeas.
Well, lentils and chickpeas are like, you can buy a whole big pound of them for like $1 or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and they actually, when you see a hamburger that's vegetarian hamburger, that's all it is. And people don't know that. And then people will buy, they'll spend $8 for 5 patties. Well, you can make 30 patties buying a pound of chickpeas for $1 something if you knew what I know about them.
right, right. I was just thinking about chickpeas today, and I was wondering, like, like for the vitamin D, and I was like, are there different types of braid
No, it's for
that you
protein.
can
It's packed.
make it
It's
into?
it's protein, not vitamin D. They're packed. They have more protein than actual meat, like a steak.
Right, right. Yes.
The bean. I'm talking about the bean, not the hamburger that they make. Whatever they added to it.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about just take the bean and let it germinate and let it sprout a little bit, and then
exactly.
you fry it up, and you can make patties, and it contains, like, I think it's like per one serving is like, let's say half a cup. It's got like 15 grams to 20 grams of protein in it.
Right, like if people actually raise them and like germinate and all this other stuff. You, in a sense, you could increase the grade of that chickpea and be living with a better protein profile,
Well,
and
that's
you
what
wouldn't have
Daniel.
to worry about nutrients.
Well, that's what Daniel ate. You know, when Daniel, it says Daniel didn't eat the king's meat. Instead, he ate the pulse. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah,
I eat that. That's why you see me have all my lentils, my jars of lentils and stuff.
yeah.
I do that. That's one way I stay young, and I look young, and I'm fit and healthy, and there's one of my things I do. That's how I do it.
Oh yeah, I'll be like at least three times a week. I'll be eating stuff from home, and there's only maybe like one meal or something during the day. I might just do like an outdoor thing, but I try to keep a balance.
One thing I don't do that I need to do more of is the drinking the water. Daniel drank a lot of water. I don't really do that. I have my pop and stuff. So I think maybe I need to start doing that. I'll see what it does for me. But I've been trying, I bought those energy drinks of water. So I've been doing that.
Oh, and like also like having a couple of glasses of boiled water in the morning. Letting it cool down for a bit, but it's still hot. Oh man, if you're jittery all day doing that, like having a couple of glasses of water, your whole body is like hydrated. It really puts life in your skin and everything, and like around everywhere.
Wow, what was that all about? It was robotic there. That sounded like a robot there.
Like with the boiled water, I'll be drinking that at work, and it helps me get through the whole week. Just having a couple of glasses in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I imagine that's why people drink coffee in the morning too. They have coffee in the morning. That's warm water and their caffeine.
Yeah, plus caffeine. Yeah.
Caffeine though is a dehydration. That'll dehydrate you though.
It's totally different from boiled water, but boiled water is a plus all around. Unless you drink too much, and you don't eat nothing and stuff, and you only have the water, that could have its own problems.
Yeah. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. I go to my thing Tuesday. I'll be getting my EMG and stuff done Tuesday.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So hopefully we can find out what that's about. Hopefully it all comes out nothing wrong. And if nothing's wrong, then I go and get my CAT scan and my MRI done. That Friday next week, I'll do that, and then we can actually see what all's going on. Hopefully, they'll figure out what all's going on with my shoulder or my jaw or whatever the hell's going on, and we can get this
I know.
fixed.
Sometimes it's weird. Like sometimes I'm just doing my daily work stuff, and out of nowhere, a part of my body just goes numb or something.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's never happened to me before in my 20s and 30s. What's my body doing now? Like I'm brushing my teeth, and I can't even feel the gum area. You know, when I'm flossing. In my gum, I'm like, what is that? What does that even mean?
I know it's stupid. Hey, look, there's this new guy here in the comment section. Look, he's asking a question. This guy is so ignorant. Look how ignorant the question is.
Maybe once I've stopped the car, I'll look at it.
I'll tell you what it says. It says, how do you feel about God killing perfectly innocent virgin women in the Bible because he didn't understand women's bodies? What the fuck? What the fuck is he talking about? Right? Like, here's another person accusing what men do, blaming it on God.
Right.
A fucking pathetic atheist. I just block the atheists. I can't stand atheists. Atheists are a bunch of fucking pathetics.
I know. They want to get away with bullshit and blame other people. So they ask who they don't even know who the creator is, and then they say, "Oh, why did the creator do this?" But no, it was always the people amongst you who did this bullshit.
Yeah, it's always a human being doing actions, not a God. What a fucking moron. This is how stupid atheists are, right? You see what I'm saying? This is the intelligence of an atheist, how stupid they really are.
I think I just realized something too. Like, all this Talmudist movement, all this bullshit, and they're trying to talk about the religions and stuff. What was I about to say?
Well, they're all stupid.
Basically, what the works that they put into the world and made these trees of people being mental, and then they got them to believe something. They're the ones who put that reality into this world that we're living in, and now they're trying to make the sun, whose spirit look like an alien, because that's what they've been programming people.
Well, plus plus they're programming in all their books with using academia to describe interpretations of books, and in fact, wrong. So if anybody believes a wrong interpretation and then they do an action or they do something because of it, next thing you know, they want to go blame God. No, it's you who believe something something from someone else that wasn't even true to begin with.
Yeah. Right.
That's why God commanded us to stone such people.
Yeah, like the scribes are like bottom of the tier. They're the ones who get paid off by these warmongers and Talmudists in different forms. But they say like who gets first place is always the prophets. And if you look at the prophets in their times, it'll be much better for them.
Well, it's like this. When people wake up and realize certain things, that sometimes certain things are necessary for the betterment of society. So people like this, let's say I rise up and I make a decree, we get rid of all the atheists. We just get rid of them all. Is that just or unjust? In the eyes of God, is it just or unjust?
That's unjust, right?
No. Because if a group of people are causing others to fall away from God, it's commanded in the law, we get rid of you.
You're the ones who are creating that group in the first place, yes, but
Yeah.
not the ones who got manipulated into it. So yes,
And it's-
the one who actually put that
if you repent,
reality in our thing.
if you repent, fine. If you don't, you're a kafar. Your face is marked black.
Yeah,
Fuck you. You're done.
yeah,
And that's what people are terrified. That's why people are terrified of the Mahdi character, because he brings that kind of justice back to the earth.
yeah,
That's why they don't like the truth. They don't like the truth because of that.
right.
But the way that they're all doing it, even with the crazy terrorist groups and all the others, they don't understand the reality of the true interpretations like me. So they don't understand the wisdom and the logic behind why would you get rid of these.
Like they don't actually feel the dread of what they're participating in, and instead of having fear of God and having life inside them, they're actually they're participating and becoming like an atheist compromiser because they rather give up and be numb than have life and dread inside them.
They're compromising
Of,
life, and they
what the
compromise
world-
they compromise life itself, Usman. Because if you teach other people to do wicked things, you're taking away from truth and justice, and the world
Yeah.
can start becoming filled with unrighteousness, like in the days of Noah.
Exactly.
See? So there is a line. So that's why when people go around claiming, "Oh, there's no God, there's none of this stuff," why do you say that? Because you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and have no consequences for your own action. You don't want to take responsibility for the shit that you fucking do.
Yeah.
You want to lead people astray. You want to make foul music or foul TV shows. You think it's funny. You think you can come to my channel and write foul things of homosexuality and ignorant shit on it, and you think there's no consequence for your action. There's going to be a consequence for your action.
Right, and they keep on bringing up these groups like
They think it's funny. They think it's funny. They think it's funny and it's all a joke. And then they go back and they drink their beer and smoke their dope. One of these days, the Imam al-Mahdi and all his army is going to kick down your little fucking door while you're smoking your dope and drinking your beer, watching your sports. And what the fuck you going to do then? Fucking idiots. See, people can't comprehend a civil war. People really can't comprehend what a civil war is really about.
Right, they can't.
They can't. They have no understanding about it. All they know is what they read in their history books. Go and ask the people who are actually in civil war right now, in third world nations that are having civil war right now, and ask the fuck it's about. Ask them if it's terrifying. Are you about to order?
Yeah, they're dreading it. They show you all these people who are like atheists saying, "Oh, I think they're gonna go to war with you. Oh, you should do this, you should do that," but they never show them the fear and dread of taking a life. They don't promote that. They don't put that in people's psyche.
Well, they don't tell you. Well, they don't give you the outcome of an action. If it continues to go along, what could take place?
Yeah.
They don't see the outcome. They don't see the future of what it could do to the next population of people that are coming next.
Yeah, like even to this day, they're not showing like how many human lives they reported, but they don't show you how dreadful it is for that group of people.
Yep.
like, oh, 1 year after, 7 months after, 2, 3 years after. They don't show you like how that stuff happens to people's lives. It's detrimental. It's sickening, and they normalized it now, and the
Yeah.
people are living in and you know putting people's lives as nothing like paper. They're they're getting very sick, and now they're trying to push these mangas and animes and stuff like that to show, oh, your life is worth this much, and you should accept it.
Well, it always goes to the people who are profiting and making all the money to begin with. All the other
Right, right.
people, all the other people in the movie are just fighting and arguing amongst themselves like a bunch of fucking sheep.
Yeah.
But one of these days, it's going to get so bad that the sheep are going to rise up. And I mean, it's documented. I mean, I don't know why people are so afraid or anything. It's documented in your Bibles, the Revelations, the wars, Armageddon. What do you think is going to happen in Armageddon?
Billions are gonna perish.
Die. Yeah.
Yeah, perish. Billions of people.
And who's the winner? And who's it say the winner is? The righteous.
Yeah.
It's literally all it's about is the righteous. So all these fucking wicked people can do all the fucking shit they want to do right now and create
Yeah.
all their fucking weird lifestyles and everything. But guess what? In the end, it's the righteous that prevail against you. And we're not talking
Yeah.
religion. We're talking about
No.
people like me who know the truth.
Yeah.
People who understand what's going on. We're going to rise up against all of it.
Yeah. In a heartbeat.
But we don't have a lot of people because a lot of people right now are asleep. They're not awake yet.
Yeah.
They're all asleep in their dead man graves of all their religions. That's what they're doing.
Right. And it was like what you're saying about that person having that syndrome of being a daddy for somebody. That's going to be prevalent within the next 10 to 15 years. It's going to be everywhere.
It's already everywhere. It's not. It's already like that. That is what it is right now.
I know. I'm saying kids who are growing up now, they're going to be in that same syndrome as well. Like they deserve to have, the next generation live for them.
Well, the next generation that's coming is going to be worse than them.
Yeah, I'm saying that's going to be inbred in them. At least we know, someone having that tree inside them. And he knows he's struggling with it, but he doesn't want to struggle, so he's not going to even try it. But this next generation won't even know that they're in a syndrome, but they're going to be in that syndrome anyway.
Yeah, they're all asleep.
Basically, like they said,
But then again, it states that the spirits will be poured out in the last day.
right.
Many people are going to wake up. People are going to wake up. So that's what we're in. People don't realize that's actually where we're at right now because there's so many things on YouTube right now with debating religions and all this other stuff that's happening. Something is going to come out on top. You understand? When you got a lot of things happening, colliding together, once the truth that rises above all of them comes into fruition into the minds of the people are going to see that for being truth, and they're going to flock to it. They're going to flock to it.
Yeah. So, like, it's
and that's
like
what I'm doing. I'm doing it. I'm presenting it right now.
Statement is true, and it's even true for what they mean. But they were saying, "Oh, there's gonna be a lot of marriages that are for the man, not like a child of God, but like uh, men who want all this Talmudic bullshit for the control and money. Those men are gonna be um, marrying uh, in the power within the next 10 years. So
Well, once we go into great wars and stuff, what's going to happen is there's not going to be anyone for women to marry. So 10 women will cling to one man because he is righteous, and they will ask to be the wife to the man because there won't be no men. They're going to kill each other over their antichrist bullshit. That's what's documented. It's documented in that manner.
is that why they've been like with the religions, and they've been encouraging people to get married? The Arabs want to have unlimited wives, and then for the rest of the ummah of the world, they can have 4 wives. Is that
No,
then to prepare people for that?
No, because that doctrine is not just found in Islam. Many people practice that poly marriage. Even Mormons and them used to do that stuff. I don't know if they still do, but I imagine they still do in certain sects. So it's a false doctrine, right? It's a false doctrine based off of something else. What I'm just stating is a simple fact. Men go to war. And if you have a war that kills and slaughters, let's say 2/3 of all the men that enter into the war, 2/3 of them all die. Well, what's that leave the population in the measure of male and female now? We're talking global war, like when we have World War I and World War II, that happened. It literally happened. That's why those sects of religions could rise up and start teaching polygamy, because in those days when that was going on, it was a necessary type thing. So they created a false doctrine because they were trying to fill a void of what World War I and World War II actually did with the population. So it was a way for false teachers to enter into the scene, as in the days of Noah, and say, hey, we are teaching many wives. It's okay to have many wives. That's where the teaching, that's how it all comes about to begin with. Nothing new under the sun. This is some old school shit. They used to do this back in the old days. You think they didn't have war in BC? They used to have war in BC. And when that population went down, they had many wives. You hear and you read stories about it.
See, that's why I feel dread going forward. Like I know all my life I was like, oh yeah, I want to get 4 wives, and if I can financially this and that, blah 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 blah, I would want to have 4 wives and be authentic.
No, what's the point? What's the point in having 4 wives? 1 wife is good enough.
Yeah, it is. And I'm like, having that mindset in the first place, it just destroys your life anyway. Like
it becomes perversion. Perversion creates a lot of fallacy as well.
Yeah.
Perversion.
Yeah. Well, even with that one, you destroy the paths that are open to you by just being a son. You'll be a person of righteousness anyway.
Yeah. That's why even with me, even when I dated, I only had 1 girlfriend, and I didn't go around trying to have more than 1. I never did that.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
it's perversion.
And even if I wanted to have multiple partners, I wouldn't even have one at a time anyway.
Well, it creates perversion. It creates perversion, Usman. Just point blank. If you want a
Right.
girlfriend, you have one girlfriend. If you start trying to talk like, oh well, I want to see other people and you can see other people, kind of my frame, then you're actually not boyfriend and girlfriend. You're perverted in the concept. That's just perversion.
Yeah,
And now you're gonna pass
you-
diseases back and forth. If you have sexual
Right.
contact, you start passing diseases that way. That's how diseases started spreading to begin with.
Right.
But music and entertainment teaches you that it's cool to do, it's okay to do it. And in reality, no, it's not. It's not, because you know that if you had a girlfriend and your girlfriend saw another guy, you got jealous. Likewise, if the girl says, "Oh, we can see other people," but she sees you out with another girl, she's going to get jealous. So what's the point in breeding jealousy in the hearts of each other? It's stupid.
Right. Very stupid.
And that's why in the book of Psalms it says, enjoy the wife of your youth. So your youth, you had a girl and you married her, that was the wife of your youth. You didn't go around seeing other people, all this other crap.
Right.
That's actually a new concept. People don't realize that because we're born into it. That's actually a new concept.
Yeah.
That wasn't practiced before. It's not that long ago that the parents used to have their children get married to who it is that they wanted them to get married to as children.
Right.
Arranged marriages, that was not that long ago. They even practiced that in America too.
Yeah.
But they won't teach you this shit. They won't tell you about this truth.
And then
But Hollywood got created. Hollywood was made. After that, it went downhill.
so no one got married after, into the late years.
Most people, when they was growing up in the ancient, like 1700s, most people only knew the people in their own community to begin with. There's no internet, there's no phones in that sense, right?
Yeah.
You grew up with a girl that was in your classroom. That's pretty much. And when you cling together, you clung together, and eventually that became your wife. Sometimes the farmers during the time period, sometimes the farmers would have their family marry only another family, and that's all. They would not outside marriage. You got a lot of people even in society that are all related to a family. I'm related to this family, that family's related to that family, because back in the day, that's the way that was working to begin with in marriage. But now when Hollywood came about, radio and TV and all that shit, they started promoting the idea of multiple partners. Then people started to think, oh, well, that's good. Let's do that now. And now that's what people are practicing. And because we have technology now, you got online dating. You know what I'm saying? Like you got cars now. You got cars. Back in the day, they didn't have a car where you could drive from one place to another place to go meet up with some girl to date or have sex with. But it's all perversion. It's just all breaks down to all perversion.
Like now they're encouraging people to get married early for the perversion.
Yep.
They're look at that sexy mama in her 20s and 30s. Oh, you should get her before she gets old. She's gonna be old by the time she's 40.
They fall in lust, not love.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing these days, is falling in lust.
Right. Like no one's getting married to each other because of the good work ethic of the family. Like you were saying, this family always got married, but because they were creating work of love, of righteousness, and they kept the that work ethic in the family. It's not about that anymore. It's always about perversion now.
Yeah, I mean, you can go all the way back to the Egyptian days. If you wanted to be got married into it. That was the only way you could be in it.
Right. Because everyone was doing the actual work, and they were increasing their intelligence, because that's what they were putting out in the world. That's why these contracts of families, were put together, and probably how certain royal bloodlines even came about, because they were centered around righteousness and work, and they had these family bloodline circle things, but it got twisted to this lust thing instead.
Well, it's become so twisted now that you got fags and queers and lesbians and now transgenders. That's how bad it's gotten. It's gotten from way back in the ancient days. It was very taboo and it was closeted. Now it becomes an open thing in society. So yeah, it's going to get worse and worse because nobody is actually being honest that this is bad for us in our society. This is not healthy for human beings to be around, nor to be practicing this kind of lifestyle.
Right.
And everyone's pathetic when they don't call it out for what it is. It's wrong. Point blank.
Right.
You're not born that way. You're taught this way. You've got your brain is bombarded with all sorts of kinds of bullshit in the world. And now you want to grow up thinking that it's cool. That's what it literally boils down to.
Yes.
Because everyone else is doing it, you want to do it, and you think it's acceptable now, so it's okay for you to go around doing it publicly, and you feel no shame for what you do.
Right.
That's what's wrong with society. We don't allow shaming anymore. You know, back in the day, they used to shame all the time.
Yeah.
I'm having to yell because I don't know. You got so much loudness in your fucking mic, man. The wind, I muted you for a minute because that wind, whatever you're doing, it's just making fucking noise in my ear. And it's very irritating, Newsman.
You're near the fan. It's further away now, and it's closer to me. Can you hear me now? And not the noise?
I can always hear you, but it's all this fucking noise and traffic and all that shit is so loud. I can't even hear my own self in my earphones.
Ooh, sorry.
I mean, it's just going to get worse and worse if people don't wake up and put a stop to it. It's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah.
See that fucking noise? My God, man. What the fuck is that?
Just driving.
You have your window down?
No.
The air conditioning blowing on it? Your air blowing in the phone mic or what?
Yeah, but it's near my mouth now. It's not near the fan.
Well, it was a little while ago, boy. I just hear.
Yeah.
But like I say, it might not be like that, you know, because I live in America. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
America is a shit fucking place to live. I don't care what anybody says. I'm an American. I'm telling you, it's a shit fucking place to live because of all the fucking diversity of nonsense and abominations of God. It's a shit fucking place.
Yeah.
All you people think it's so wonderful. Come here and live here for a while and you'll find out the truth about America. You'll see it for yourself.
Right, like
You're a foreigner. Tell them you came from England and you came to America. What do you think was better? As a life of righteousness, of living for God, which one do you think is a better way that you could have experienced better?
I think the one I grew up in.
Well, it was.
Right, like
Was what?
know,
Where'd
like,
you grow up? Tell some audience might not know you. Where'd you grow up and why?
in London, like like school uniforms and having standards and all this other stuff.
And why?
You
And why
you
now?
had structure. You had
Okay.
structure.
So then, when you came to America, what did you notice that was different? That you feel like, yeah, America. If you want to be a righteous person in America, it's very hard to do because there is so much foul shit constantly around all day long.
Yeah.
And what kind of thing would you experience? That's what I'm asking for the audience to
Then
understand.
you had the freedom to grow into who you wanted to be, and like if you wanted to be around people who like were like not full of shame or nothing like that, that was up to you. But if you wanted to be by yourself and reflect and grow, um you could go out and like seek it, but it will be very hard to find. You wouldn't see those type of
How, Usman? I'm asking for
trees.
I'm asking for an example,
Like if
an
you tell
experience.
somebody, yeah, experience.
What
Like
is your
you tell,
experience? You're the one who
like when
said. You said,
when
"Listen to me. Listen to me." You said London was a better place where you grew up. You liked it there better than now where you live in America. I'm asking you for the example of the experience.
okay, like if you tell somebody something over here that was okay when I was growing up in London, um, yeah, that was a part of the standard that was
Be
over there. But
specific. Stop. Stop. Focus. An example is a specific thing. It's not just random. If you tell somebody this, that, I don't understand what you're saying. Be specific in the example.
right,
For instance, I'll say this. For instance, in my town, there's a bar almost on every fucking street corner, and they promote prostitution. So you have prostitutes walking all around the fucking streets as well. Drug dealers are selling drugs right on the streets. Nobody's doing anything about it. That's not an
no,
environment I like being around. That's an example of what I'm saying. So does that happen in England? We can't hear you anymore. You've muted yourself.
there might be neighborhoods, um, people be like with their own friends and their own communities over there, but there'll be certain streets that are like that, but not like whole towns full of bars and you know that that type of activity.
So an example for you would be, why would you not want to go and live in Atlanta, for instance? Atlanta.
Because there's a lot of violence and gangs and drug fights and all this stuff. That's not something I want to be around.
That's what I'm saying. So people don't understand that about American culture and society. When they show you, they may show you a nice little town. And that's only a small aspect of something. And then surrounding all that one little nice little Leave It to Beaver town, or all these other communities that are all full of shit, all foul, they're all dirty.
Yeah, like a coworker who somehow every couple of months ended up going to hospital, and then you ask him, "Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Why are you going to the hospital all the time? Do you have something, a relapse or something? What's going on?" He's like, "No, I'm having sex all the time, every time I'm out, you know, I'm just gonna
Fornicate and get a disease.
save me. No, I'm gonna keep on. You shouldn't be doing that. Do you want to, you know, welcome me and have a proper relationship and like, you know, maybe be exclusive relationship with one person and have sex with just that one person? And you're just committing.
You're breaking up, Usman. Usman, you're breaking.
Yes.
What the fuck? You're breaking up. Does this sound like that on the live stream? Yes. You sound all broken up on the thing.
Shit.
Another thing in America a lot of people don't know about is this. If somebody tells you they give you their word, they'll say, I'll do that for you. Usually that never happens. Nobody in America really keeps their word anymore. They don't. They lie to you.
They don't.
Just to get what they need, and then they'll make a promise and then they don't even keep it. They're not men of their word. I've noticed that getting really huge. And I'm born here. I'm raised here, and I've seen it. And I see how it's changed, and now it's really bad now. It's really bad. That's why I don't trust anyone.
Right, like I try to, you know, do something to that extent, but no one even wants to be a friend in a normal way anymore. If someone doesn't even, you know, answer the call a couple of times, and they bail on every call, then I'm like, oh, he can't be a friend. I'm not gonna, you know, be a friend with that person.
That boils down to they've lost understanding of what social skills are. They all live on computers now. They don't live in the reality of the world. So when a man says, give me your word, they don't know what that means. They don't care what that means anymore because they don't really interact anyway for people. You know, there's no real interaction, to be honest.
Right.
So nobody takes responsibility.
And
if they say something, they don't have responsibility for
a man of their word. Right.
And because of the lack of responsibility, they can lie.
Like, oh. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be free next week. I'm gonna call you on this day. You know, if you're free, answer that phone, and we can hang out during that time, during this 2-3 hour window. They don't look a phone call to do something during that time, and then they like, you know, like that word, you know, like to make a you know, a friend of a bond, and you don't want to even strengthen that. So who knows what that even, you know, becomes, because no one's even, you know, like making appointments with each other to build a friendship.
That's why for me, as soon as I get what I'm doing, I'm moving out. I'm leaving America. I'm getting the fuck out. I won't become a citizen somewhere else. I have had enough, pretty much, of America. The beast, that's what it's called in the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. It's the beast, and the little horn is Israel. I've grown up in the beast. I'm tired of the beast. It's a shit place. It's full of evil. It's not a very good experience.
Right.
And they've made it hard for other nations to exist and prosper because it's America that steals from other nations that go in and steal your goods
Yeah.
and your minerals and everything else. And that's why you are, in the understanding that's poor and prices are a little different. People come to America and they see that they think, oh wow, America's great because something might be cheaper. Why is it cheaper? Because
Right.
America stole it from you. That's why.
Yeah, they stole it.
So you're just hanging around a bunch of thieves. It's just a very
Yeah.
thieving fucking nation, to be honest. I'm sick of it.
Right.
And it's becoming more and more perverted. Full of all sorts of kinds of fucking people from every walk of life trying to unify together, and that's impossible. You can't have different cultures and think that you're all going to agree on things. And you can't live a life like that neither.
You can. You gotta have standards. But before you know it, people won't even be able to communicate even with the same words. They're gonna like during Noah's days, the words will get twisted.
I mean, we got people like, look at the guy's comment there on the bottom of my screen, ladies and gentlemen. How do I feel about God killing perfectly innocent people? This is the mind frame that I have to deal with in society. This is American mind frame. To ask a stupid question like this because they have no knowledge or reasoning for their own selves to understand what happens, what goes on. You get what I'm saying? They don't have the how things came about to be. So all they do is they blame some invisible thing, or they ask about it. And he's calling himself an atheist here, and he's still blaming God for stupid shit. Like, this is how retarded the American mind has actually become. And it's so prevalent in my society that's why I'm saying I want to leave. There's no educated people anymore around me. It's that fucked up.
People are living for that that life of being a sexist, and if you don't defend that sexist behavior, then you're the problem.
Well, I mean, just look
Even
at
though you're trying to defend life, you're trying to defend life, not to make defending life a sickness.
Well, just understand the Epstein files alone, ladies and gentlemen. Who's on those? It's the majority of this kind of culture. You got British prime ministers and all that stuff, American leaders. You get what I'm saying? You got these kind of people, other third world nation people. They're not on the list.
No, they're not.
You see what I'm telling you?
Right. The only terrorist kill list are the people of the Jews. The Arabs of the West who got power thanks to the West. Like the Pope and stuff. They gave them power over the Middle Eastern people.
And get the fuck out. Wait, let's address this guy. Wait, stop. Address the person here. Fuck off with your Islamophobia. We don't have Islamophobia here. You're a fucking weirdo who's blaming religion on outcomes of what individual people do. That's pathetic of you as a human being. Now you're Islamophobic. Fuck, Christians are foul motherfuckers too. You're foul right now. You're sitting there attacking another religious group that teaches people, that tries to help. If Islam was not in these nations, they would have no guide to be a better human being. At least they have something to be a better human being. Christianity does the same thing. But you, sir, your Islamophobia here, you're not a Christian. You're a dirty rat. You're a foul motherfucker. You see, I hate people like this. Whether it's a Christian or a Muslim, if a Muslim's attacking, it's all stupid to me. They're both these are the ones, Usman, that when Satan fights against Satan, that these are the men that will perish in that Armageddon of bullshit. These are the very ones.
Right. They'd rather attack the people who are trying to find peace instead of getting rid of the people who want to keep profit for themselves.
He says Islam is a cult. Stop right there, asshole. Listen to me really close. Football and baseball are also cults. Did you realize? Do you know that? Football and baseball is a cult. They have a time when they're going to play a sport. You tune your little punk ass to that TV and drink your fucking beer or smoke a cigarette. Why? Because they're giving you the call to come and do what you normally do. So you're going to paint your face, you're going to root for your team. And my understanding, that's a cult. That's a cult. It doesn't teach you. And guess what it's teaching you? Oh, mute me for a minute. I can't hear. And you know what it teaches you, sir? It teaches you to hate someone else. Football, all sports, in a matter, is actually teaching you that the other people are wicked and bad. We have to destroy them so we can win the game. You're bringing that fucking mentality that they taught you in your culture of society. You're bringing that into a religious view now. And now you're taking that and attacking other religions in the sense that that one's more evil than your own. You're both evil. You're both wicked. You both have indoctrinations that are false. And you can't see it because you're deaf, dumb, and blind. But all in all, what I'm giving you an example of, football, sports themselves can be viewed as a fucking cult, bro. All right.
I talk to you in a bit.
All right, you're gonna go in there and eat or what?
It's never the people. It's always these people who want to.
Now wait. Now let's stop. Stop again. Stop again. Look at the comments, motherfucker. Let me tell you what they used to do in America. 200 years ago. 200 years ago, you had a whole bunch of motherfuckers in America marrying their fucking cousin. Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it because it's in a Quran verse. First of all, that's false stuff. That never happened. But let's get back to reality where you come from, in your own fucking land, where you had a whole bunch of fucking people marrying their first and second cousins. So where's your logic of your claim here? You see, you're phobic. You are actually a part of a cult as well, and you don't even realize it. You're sitting there pointing out other people's sin when you yourself live in a nation that was doing the same shit, marrying cousins 200 years ago. What if you claim Muhammad lived 1,400 years ago and was doing it? Just 200 years ago in your own time were people doing that shit. See how fucking weird people are when they don't understand the truth?
Yep.
This guy, then he goes and he says, they did that, but they outlawed it now. It's outlawed now. Oh, yeah, it's outlawed. But guess what? Now you got homosexuals and lesbians taking that place. You got one, you abolish one abomination to bring another abomination into legislation to prove it. Do you see how fucked up America really is?
Hey, they always have a permanent enemy group to keep people distracted.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. That's all they do. That's why I'm sick and tired of it.
Instead of being honest and being honest that it's a struggle and allow people to be their own, their own master of their own emotions, you create all these groups and cliques. All there is cults all around the world. It's sick.
His whole Bible, the people don't need to understand this, even within Christianity. All the people they talk about, Isaac, Jacob. Do you know? God damn, Usman. Go the fuck inside. What the fuck are you standing outside for? Gotta mute you again because I can't hear you. Got music playing in the background. Just go to this. You've got, let's see, I can't even think. Fucking music. Take my fucking mind off. My God, it's been fucking blasting that shit in my fuck. It's loud as fuck to me in my ear. Really fucking loud. You're muted, Usman. I muted you. I don't want to hear all that fucking music in my fucking live stream and shit. I'm not trying to get fucking copyright strike because you're fucking outside and music's driving by. I'm not getting a copyright from that shit. But people need to understand about the Bible. Jacob, Isaac, all of them, guess what? They all married their cousins, ladies and gentlemen. Rachel, Leah, all of them, that Sarah told them, go to my uncle's house and get you a wife. So that's their uncle. So they're marrying their own family in that sense. But yet these people don't have a problem with that. And they'll follow their Bible and all. They look all holy and goody and everything else. But now all of a sudden they want to look back into the past of another group of people doing the exact same fucking thing. And they want to point out and say, look what Muhammad was doing. Well, look what fucking Abraham was doing. If you're going to make have a stat, what do you call it? A fucking rule for one, then have a rule for all. Don't try to mingle your fucking ideology and call someone evil, more evil than another, when they're all fucking doing the same shit. That's pathetic. All right, well, I'll see you later, Usman. I know you're going in somewhere and all that shit now. Peace be with you, my friend. I can't handle all that fucking noise in the background. That shit was hurting my fucking ears. It hasn't been outlawed. Look at fucking Epstein files. Fuck you talking about it's been outlawed. People are covering their asses on everything. They're still doing dirtier shit, man. America's pathetic. I don't know why you won't own up to it. America's a fucking pathetic place. All the leaders are pathetic anymore. No one knows God. They're all a bunch of fucking snakes. Brood of fucking vipers. The whole world's become nothing but a brood of fucking vipers. Not one of them has any truth. And stop saying the church outlawed it. It wasn't that long ago that everybody was doing that shit. And there's still polygamy in this world in the United States, still underneath church rule and guides. Why are you sitting there trying to lie? You know, we got in America, even in America, you got people that can marry a rock. Old lady goes and gets married to a fucking rock. Or another person leaves all their wealth to their fucking animal. Right in wheels. It's all fucking pathetic. Truth is truth. Like I said, you can't have one standard over another and then try to have someone else underneath a different standard. That's why I always go with God's standard. God's standard. It's you who's saying that something is wrong. Give a fuck what the church says. Fuck the church. Who gives a fuck about the church? It depends on which state you're in. And I'm not downing polygamy. I'm not downing polygamy. The only reason the government don't want you to have polygamy is because they don't want no other families getting bigger than their own. That's what it boils down to. If one man had a bunch of wives and started making children, producing shitloads of seed, producing doctors, lawyers, scientists, and all these other intelligent people, they could easily take over the fucking government. That's why they ban things. There's nothing wrong with... I don't even want to get it. It's so pathetic that when people are in this mind frame, they've been taught this shit. The only reason that they cease from it to happen is because you see the government, the people that leaders of the government, they're all related. Movie stars are related to senators. It's all in their family. They don't want no one else. That's why they attacked the Church of Mormon, because they started seeing how powerful and how much money it started producing. When you start producing more money than your own United States government, that becomes a very big issue in a democracy. That's why they do all that shit. That's why they do all that shit. You just said polygamy is illegal in the United States, but sadly, they don't enforce the law. So is it a state law or a federal law? You have to understand there's a difference between federal law. There's lots of federal laws that other states don't enforce because they have different governors. Just because the federal government says one thing don't mean the states have to follow it. States are part of a union. You understand what that means? A state is part of a union. The state don't have to follow whatever the federal government says. They could choose not to do it. That's why the Democrats and Republicans were fighting over sanctuary cities and all this other shit, because they had a federal law, but the states weren't enforcing it because the states don't have to. It's just it's a part of a union. No, it's just people start wising up. People start getting wise. So they start seeing the way the government literally is practiced. A lot of people don't know about the way. I mean, it goes back to Marilyn Monroe going out with presidents and then sports players. There ain't nothing new under the sun. They've been trying. They all the powerful cling together in a clique. It's always a clique. If you want to try to do what they're doing, they try to tell you it's illegal. Why? Because they know what happens. You can rise in power. A family can take over the whole fucking industry. What do you think the Clintons did? What do you think the Bushes did? They're all part of the same fucking family group. A lot of the world leaders today can go back and they're all related to the King of England, Prince Charles, or King Charles now. All have roots. States don't have to follow federal law. No, they do not. Every state has its own governor. That's what a governor is. The governor governs the state. If the state's citizens say we don't like that federal law, they have a governor that governs it, and they can say to their authorities, don't enforce what the federal government's doing because the people don't want it. We, the people, are our Constitution. The day that our states get subjugated to a federal law is the day the states start seceding from the Union, and they don't want nothing more to do with the federal government. That's the way the system works. It's happened once already with Texas. And that's why they know that would happen. That's why right now they're trying to rearrange all the maps, the red and blue on the map. They're trying to control the states through the fucking voting system. That's what the federal government's doing purposely. Try to control the voting of we the people. A manipulation of our vote again. By changing county lines. Fuck them. If you think that's righteous, you think that's good to do, to where the people have no more say-so anymore, then you're fucking mistaken. You better wake up to the way it's really ran, how things are played. Why do you think America sits there and tries to tell you, we only want the good people. We only want smart, intelligent, good people coming here? You know, because they're trying to steal innovation. So, yeah, they'll open up their doors to the innovator, but to the others, they won't allow in. And why do you think that is? Because if the innovators stay in their own lands, they can start innovation, and eventually America starts breeding all these lesbians and queers and transgenders in their land. Where the fuck you gonna have innovation from? You're not gonna be innovative no more. You're gonna become a third world nation, and everybody that's smart and intelligent is gonna stay the fuck out of America, and they're gonna stay in their own land and start trying to get resources together to produce prosperity there. If the federal government does not own the states, I don't see where you don't get this. They signed, they became part of a union. That's it. You can leave a union. You know what a union is? States can leave the union. The corporations don't like it because let's say, for instance, let's say you got one state that produces a lot of meat. And they secede. They say, we ain't part of the federal government. Matter of fact, we're going to raise all the prices. If other states want our meat, you're going to pay 5 times what you're paying now. Corporations don't like that. They'll start declaring war on each other. Now you understand how monopoly and capitalism really runs? It's a fucking hoax. It cannot last. Because the minute they leave and people wake up, it's your corporations who are lobbying to all your fucking politicians that are in the federal government that get paid by them. Once a state decides to say, no, we're going to make our own price on this, otherwise you ain't going to have it. And then everyone else in every other state that needs that supply of that don't get it. Oh, now there's an uprising in the land. Now you start getting a thing called an uprising. First, the uprising takes place before the Civil War. I've read the Quran. The Quran is not corrupt. The Quran has no dirty perversion or anything in it. You were told that. You don't read it for yourself. You don't have any understanding of it for yourself. You can't even understand your own Bible, let alone the Quran. What the fuck? I don't understand people. Watch all my channel. I prove that your doctrine is of devils. Your Christian theology is very corrupted. I prove it. I prove the Quran has corruption within the linguistics of word use. I prove it every day. I don't know why people so phobia. Look at America. That's why I made that little thing. Phobia. They all have phobias against each other. I follow what is right. I don't care about what names people come in. What do you want me to read? Join my stage. There's a link. Join my stage. Tell me what it says. Give me your view on what you think this fucking means. Do that. Don't tell me to read something. I'm on the live stream. I put a link in the stage. Tap the link and join my fucking stage. Tell me what you think this verse means. And then I'll give you my rebuttal. I'll prove that what you see is wrong. Otherwise, read the Quran. What for? What do you think it's saying? That gets see how this stuff gets people nowhere in reality when someone says, read this in the comment section. Rather than coming up on stage, what do you mean read it? What do you think it says? Tell me what your mind is comprehending from this data. Give me your conclusion on the premise that you have that this is what something means that you think is such a bad thing. So that way we can try to reason together. Because if I go and read it, I'm going to read it and have it the way I see it, which I've already read it. Well, what does it mean to you? You see, either join my stage or you're going to have to write a whole bunch of shit, right? See, people, I don't like texting. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it verbally. So tap my link. Give me your interpretation. That's what it is. Give me what you think the interpretation is. And I'll literally walk you through the linguistics of the words. I'll show you if you can see, if you're seeing something wrong, I'll clarify it for you. If you're seeing it right, I'll give you evidence for that as well. I'm a man that studies what the context in the word linguistically is. I don't just believe because some guy told me, go read this. Look what that says. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at what? I'm a critical thinker. I'm not a follower of no one. I follow the word of God in all the holy books. How dare a man say that any holy book is dirty and foul? Because you don't realize you're calling God dirty and foul. You think God did not create all millions upon millions of people? That whole billion group that are following of certain religions? You think God did not create them? You think God is going to lie to them, or do you think a man lied to them? Who do you think's lying here? So if there's a holy book and it's considered a holy book, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to get the proper interpretation. I'm not going to listen to any fucking man interpret any goddamn thing for me. I did that shit when I was a kid. And if you didn't grow up and start learning for yourself and you still got that childlike mentality where you think people are evil, you better wake up. Because you're far, far from the kingdom of God. Because now you become full of hate and anger, not at people. You think it's people, but you got hate against his word because you don't understand the meaning of it. That's dangerous. Many, even within Christianity, look at all the different interpretations and doctrines that each one of these sects got. Which one you following? I don't follow any of them. Again, I follow the word of God and what is properly interpreted in the language of the data that I got. That's critical to do. Otherwise, you just following the leader, the leader, the leader. We're following the leader wherever they may go, even if it's down into the pits of hell where you're going to lose your soul because you hate other people, or you hate this, or you hate that because of lack of knowledge. I wouldn't do that to my soul. Fuck no. I would not do that to my soul. So all they got to do is join my stage. You see what I'm saying? I'm a nice guy, to be honest. But when I see stupidity, I'm gonna treat stupidity the way that stupidity needs to be treated. You understand what I'm telling you? But if you're going to tell me to read something, no, and I'm live, join my stage. You tell me what your interpretation is. We'll walk through it together. We'll go through it. What are you getting at? What do you think is wicked that God said for man to write in a book? What do you think is so wicked about it? Let's discover it. Because I don't believe God is wicked. I don't believe any holy book is wicked. I believe the interpretation that men give it is what is wicked. And those are wicked men. The word of God is not wicked. I'm not reading the verses. What's your interpretation? You're the one making a claim, not me. You're claiming that there's something wrong with that verse. What's the claim? I don't need to read it. What's the claim? They can't even give you the claim. This is what's pathetic about people, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what another man says about something, and they ain't even got the balls to come to my stage to tell me what the fuck they're saying about it. That's pathetic. What kind of man are you? I'm gonna make a claim. Read that. That's a bad thing. Read it. Read it. Phobias, ladies and gentlemen. Phobias. America full of them. America full of phobias. I'm a man of righteousness, truth, and honor, chastity, chivalrous. I'm a knight. I'm a knight. You want to put it in that manner. I'm a chivalrous knight with honor. I don't bow down to no fake kings, no fake princes. I'm a man of the word. I'm a man of my word. There ain't no knights no more in the world anymore, ladies and gentlemen, though. We've even lost that anymore. Men are a bunch of cowards and liars and keyboard gangsters and foul and defiled and full of debauchery and mischief and greed and anger and hate. There ain't no mighty men of David no more. No mighty men of David exist. I'm bringing it back. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna make it be cool again. All these wannabe gangsters smoking their weed, drinking their beer, thinking it's cool to have women shaking their asses. I'm gonna make that look foolish. I'm gonna make them look like fools and idiots. I'm gonna bring back a night. Show you what a real man is like, what a real man's about. Not these little fake, pathetic men. All right, so I guess he's not going to join the stage to show me. I'm going to end my live stream. I've been on long enough. If you don't pay, what do you mean you don't pay? I don't pay for anything. You don't pay to join my stage. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Ugh. It's free to join my stage to ask a question. All right, but if you can't do it, that's on you, not me. I don't care. I've read everything that people are complaining about. I got the understanding of truth about all of it. I teach it on my channel, literally write theses about it. I know. You're talking to the man that knows. I'm not an ignorant podcaster who just wants to try to make money or get likes and loves. That's not what I'm about. Not at my channel. I'll see you later. Peace be with you, Usman. And I'm going to head out myself. All right. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you learned something earlier on. We caught them people lying, right? Teaching lies. Tried to convert people into another form of doctrine of the devil. Just as bad as some radical Muslim trying to get you to convert in their radical form of ideology. You got Christians doing the same bullshit because none of them read their book properly. They all following the leader. So I appreciate everyone for coming. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Peace be with you guys. As always, enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whichever one you are in. Keep rocking and rolling till you find that truth. We'll end it with a song. Let's see what kind of song we can end it today. Something we ain't done in a while. Here we go. Here's a good one. I feel like this one's a good one because, you know, people always lying on my brother, Yeshua. Always lying on my brother, Yeshua.
Come here, my child. Let me tell you of a secret. Something I have kept hidden until now. Dead of midnight, the glass is cold as bone. I stare up at the crescent, standing in my room alone. The shadows stretch and mutate, the silence starts to scream. A hand of ice upon my shoulder shatters every dream. I turn to face the corner, a silhouette by my side, a woman wrapped in sorrow, with nowhere left to hide. Her hollow eyes are weeping, her face is pale and gray. Mariam breathes a frozen whisper and sweeps my soul away. We are falling through the ether, tumbling through the night, where darkness swallows reason and murders all the light. A gothic vision opens, a tomb beneath the earth, where sorrow holds the shadows and suffering gives birth. We find the captive spirit, the chains upon the stone. Yeshua, my brother bruised and bleeding, abandoned and alone. He sits within the darkness, in iron fetters bound, his garments torn and tattered upon the blood-soaked ground. He waits for unjust judgment, a trial in the gloom. The heavy walls are closing in, like the borders of a tomb. The phantom woman kneels beside his shackled feet. I reach to touch his shoulder, our eyes in sorrow meet. We offer him our comfort, a beacon in the night, to ease his heavy burden and share his cruel plight. We are falling through the ether, tumbling through the night, where darkness swallows reason and murders all the light. A gothic vision opens, a tomb beneath the earth, where sorrow holds the shadows and suffering gives birth. We find the captive spirit, the chains upon the stone. Yeshua, my brother bruised and bleeding, abandoned and alone. Heavy eyes and whispers in my ear, a raspy sound of prophecy, of destiny and fear. Christopher, you shall become a lighthouse where the blackest oceans roll, a beacon in the darkness night to guide the broken soul. A spirit born of brutal truth, a fire in the mind, a terrifying holy force that leaves the world blind. The masses will recoil from the power you will wield, a dark and ancient mirror where their secrets are revealed. We are falling through the ether, tumbling through the night, where darkness swallows reason and murders all the lies. A gothic vision opens, a tomb beneath the earth, where sorrow holds the shadows and suffering gives birth. We find the captive spirit, the chains upon the stone. Yeshua, my brother, bruised and bleeding, abandoned and alone. The heavy stone walls blur now, the iron starts to fade. The tragic holy image dissolves into the shade. The crying woman shimmers, her form begins to bend. My spirit rushes backward to where the nightmare ends. I gasp for air in terror, my chest is tight and cold, and find myself alone, just as the moon grows old. I'm standing by my window, the moon is pale and high, the mother slowly vanishes, a mist against the sky. She drifts into the ether, a whisper on the breath, leaving me with memories of darkness, chains and death. The room is dead and quiet, the moonlight on the floor, and I am left with visions I never saw before. Tears roll down my face, I'm shattered to my